you once again for stopping in to view my video. Thank you to all of the people, all of you who subscribe to me. I really appreciate and love each and every one of you. And I hope that you're finding my content very informative. And thank you to all the new people who are just viewing me for the first time. I hope that you find it informative as well. So I want to keep moving along here. The purpose of this video is actually to talk about this lovely dress you see here in the background. I made this dress for a vacation that I went on recently, and I made it very quickly because I went on a cruise, and I always like to make a dress for a formal night dinner. And I didn't have anything made actually the week before. I don't know why I do that to myself all the time. But anyways, I had this picture of a dress that I saw on Facebook, fell in love with it. So I decided that I was going to make that dress. But I didn't have time to try and research and find a pattern that might have matched it. So I decided to create this on my own by kind of sort of what we call in the sewing community, Franken pattern. Well, so here's what I did to this dress. First of all, I want to show you the dress. It is a stretch velvet that I actually purchased from Mood. And I'm sorry I keep looking up. I'm trying to make sure that this is in screenshot. But I purchased this fabric from Mood, and it is a hunter green stretch velvet. Beautiful fabric. Love, love, love it. But so I wanted the off the shoulder, and I'll put a picture of the original photo I saw on Facebook right here. Now, I love that dress. I also like it in the blue color that you just saw. I wanted something richer in color because I know the formal night dinners are usually in a very elegant type setting on the chefs, and you know, romantic light, that kind of thing. So I really wanted something nice and rich, and I thought this color actually suited it perfectly. So in order for me to put this together, I noticed how it has these beautiful fluted flounces for sleeves. And they're 3/4 length here, but then at the end it has this lovely flounce. And it actually, I don't know if you could see this, I put a slit in the front just as the original dress had. Basically, I put it together to look identical to the dress that I saw on Facebook. I decided to put a invisible zipper in the back, which worked out beautifully with this stretch velvet. It just fit me so perfectly. I couldn't have asked for a better dress. Now, the dress in the original photo was from a shop, and I believe it was woven. This one is a stretch knit, and I know by my personal style, I love this one much better because it was very comfortable to wear, very comfortable to dance in, very comfortable to eat in. It wasn't rigid or anything. It was just perfect. You couldn't ask for a better dress. So I'm going to tell you real quickly how I put that together. First off, I went into my closet, and I knew I had an off the shoulder that I had made, I think it was earlier in the year, or it was last year for a wedding. And I don't know if some of you read my blog, Simple Inspirations, you would have seen this top on that blog. It's an off the shoulder top that I wore with pants, and I really like the way it looked on me. So you can see the real color of it. Here you go. So what I did was I started with the bodice part of this top, just the bodice. And I traced around it, and I created a pattern block for myself. Here's the front, the way it looked after tracing around that. Now, what you don't see here, let me put that there so you can see that it's the front. What you don't see here is that there's a dart right about here. I didn't put in the pattern, but I'm going to have to, that I ended up putting, let's see if you can see that, right here. I hope you can see that line. There's a dart right there, and that's because those of you who do a lot of draping, I'm not a professional at draping, I'm just learning that technique, but there was a lot of fullness in there and I knew it needed a dart, so I put it there, and I'm going to revise my pattern piece and put that dart in there. And I did the exact same thing. Actually, the front, I don't know if you noticed, was actually cut on the fold, if you could see my fold line here. And then I did the exact same thing for the back. I traced around that top, and only this piece I cut in 2 pieces because I knew I was going to put a zipper in the back. Now for the sleeve portion, you'll notice that on my top here, it didn't have sleeves. It was more of a cap. Well, I still used that, but what I did was I traced around the top part to get the shape, and then I just extended it 3/4 length to where I wanted it to hit me on my arm. And that's how I did this portion. Now, to get that flounce, I knew I had a pattern. To get this beautiful flounce here, I knew I had a pattern that I already wanted to use, and it's this one, the McCall 7542, and I use View D here. That one with that beautiful flounce. I just love, love, love it. Now, it was truly, truly dramatic, and I have to tell you, this is a one, I don't know if you can see that, this is a one, it's a different side here on the velvet. I did not want that to show in my sleeve, so what I did was I doubled, as you can see here, it is velvet on the outside, velvet on the inside, so you don't see any of that. I doubled that and sewed it together, and then sewed it onto the bottom of this sleeve, and it worked out beautifully. However, if you know your velvet and stretch velvet, this dress is heavy because of those sleeves. It is very heavy on the arms, but it worked out perfectly because with I put a little of elastic, I sewed it to the inside of this to help keep it stable here. And with this elastic up here and this elastic here, she didn't move. She didn't sag on me or anything. Just absolutely beautiful. I love, love, love it. And I will go ahead and put a photo of me in the dress right there. I love that dress. I had so much fun with it. Now for the bottom. The bottom was super easy. It's just a straight pencil skirt, as you can see. And I have a skirt that I've had for probably about 6 years. It's a knit pencil skirt that I made a long time ago. Just a straight pencil skirt, as you can see. Elastic band on the inside. I have used this as a block probably 100 times. And I used it 101 this time because that's what I used. I traced around this. And what I did was I traced around it, and I did something a little bit different because in thinking on how to put this together, I knew that the front needed to be in 2 pieces because of this lovely slit here. And I definitely wanted that slit there. So what I did was I traced around the front piece and created a front piece first. And I slid it off center, as you can see, right there. I slid it off center. And then for those of you who are a little experienced in sewing, you'll know that what I did was then I just marked where I wanted my slit to stop, and I sewed from here to there, and then I did my top stitching around it from the front. And then for the back, it was easy peasy. I just did the back piece straight grain and created 2 pieces because of the zipper in the back. And that's how I put that baby together. And let me tell you, she was super simple and fast to create, because as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3 pieces here for the bodice, and 3 pieces for the skirt, which are really easy to put together, plus the 1 piece for the flounce from here. That was 7 pieces to put this lovely dress together, and let me tell you, I put it together in 1 day. I did, 1 day. And I am so proud of this dress. I absolutely love it. Don't know how many more occasions I'll get to wear it, but it's going to be in my closet for a little bit because I'm sure there's going to be another occasion where it's going to pop up for me to wear that dress. So I think I can wrap it up here. I've told you everything I can think of about the dress. If I missed anything or you have any questions about this, please just go ahead and leave them in the comments for me, and I will get to them. I promise you I will read every single comment, honest. Now, with that said, I want to tell you all thank you again. If you like the content and you like what you see here, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Thank you all again for stopping in. Bye-bye.